What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? This is FN 1824 Core, FN Games, whatever you want to call me. I am called something. So, without further ado, we're gonna get on this live stream thing, but first, let me find the link so I can share it to my page. If you remember correctly, we finished up episode 1 last time of this game, and we'll be moving on to episode 2, because that's how things go, unless you're George Lucas, and then they go in another order. Then they go 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and then a bunch of other weird stuff happens in between. So yeah. But for some reason, it's not showing live on my phone here, so I'm trying to get it so that I can get it posted. But apparently, I don't want to be live on the phone. Even though it says I'm live, I can't see it. So, uploads. Oh, there it is, live. So, pulling it up. How y'all doing tonight? I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like we are about to be all up on this. So, without further ado, we shall get started. Continue.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional.
As you can see, we catching on up here.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
Urgent business. Okay, so I can equip 2 manuscripts now, which is great. So... okay. It has been posted to the page now, I believe. Cool, it's live, so... yeah, without further ado, we can hop back into this here. Sorry, I'm just getting the live stream going on my phone here so I can check out the chat, if any chat does become available. And what books are we going to read? That is the real question. I got 2. I could use another psychology. I don't have one. Etiquette looks like it's getting close to leveling up to 2. So, we should go with an etiquette. Manipulation. Let's see. Let's see. Politics. Politics and etiquette, I think I'm going with. That's where it looks like I need right now. Once we get this one right here, that'll be good, because you get 1 skill in 3, and it counts as 1 book. So that's going to be really helpful. If I ever get it. If not, that's okay. But if and when I get it, because I hope I will, we will be all set. So let's start.
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you.
So,
I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis.
just showed my
Made you
father
cross
the
seas,
Resistance
and I wasn't
finale.
even here to welcome you.
Excited for it to come
When
back.
I asked you to join us
Always
here,
good watching
it
that
was, of
stuff
course,
together.
in the hope that you would help us find your mother. Unfortunately, I am
haven't
now
seen
confronted with
Resistance, if
another
I'm being
problem,
honest.
which I would rather have done without. You see, last night, Miss Adams also went missing.
I'd like to know more. She hasn't disappeared. Yeah, she tried to kill me.
I understand your concern, my lord, but I don't think these things are as bad as they seem.
I have had my people searching for her all over the island. Alas, to no avail. It so happens that both her mental and her physical health are extremely fragile. I'm worried that the same thing happened to her as to your mother. Also, I would appreciate it very much if you could tell me what you were doing on the floor in her room in the early hours
It's
of
quite
the
normal.
morning.
I can explain everything.
We were getting drunk.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. You see, Sir
That's
Gregory
why I
was
was
about to
there.
arrive, and he's taken Elizabeth's disappearance very, very seriously. Please reassure him so that we can talk about your mother.
Gregory home.
William, I would like to see you a moment before we begin. In private.
Let's step outside a moment.
Oh, should I read that letter?
Louis, this will only take a few
They'll
moments.
probably catch me if I do. I'm not sure if I should or not. See, search the study or don't. I feel like if I search it, I'm definitely gonna get caught. Oh, whatever.
Let's take this chance to look
Let's
around.
just do it. I definitely want to look at that letter. Enclosed are witness statements of guest Bonaparte Hillsborough. Statement of Napoleon Bonaparte. What were you doing yesterday evening? After talking with Lord Mortimer, I spent the evening playing cards. So he's basically just asking people where they... Oh. Uh-oh. I'm getting caught, aren't I?
Please, sit back down, Louis.
Oh, boy.
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man.
Gregory, Louis told me we needn't be concerned.
Of course. Monsieur de Richet, the situation seems to escape your grasp, so I won't beat about the bush. Did you kill Elizabeth Adams?
Oh, boy. Elizabeth is dead?
What are you talking about? I only helped her. We talked and she wanted to leave. I imagine that's what she did, right?
We have found no trace of her leaving, monsieur. So allow me to have my doubts.
Nor have we found any reason to believe that Louis is lying.
Oh, I succeeded that. I thought I was going to lose
We
that.
must remain calm, Gregory. We have found no evidence that would suggest that Elizabeth has been murdered. For the time being, she has only disappeared. Let's stick to the facts, if you please.
Well, where is she then?
Why does this matter to you, bitch?
With all due respect, gentlemen,
Oh, boy. I have faced
what
an
does
immunity.
any of this have to do with you? It seems to me that Miss Adams is free to do whatever she pleases, isn't she?
No, Louis. Miss Adams was not free to do as she pleased.
No, Louis. You see, Elizabeth came here at my
gonna fail
request
this.
in order to get some rest. Certainly not so she could disappear in the middle of the night on a whim. Please stop all of your verbal gymnastics. We can see very well that you still haven't answered the question.
This guy is like, oh.
Damnation, William. This is a fiasco. Sir, You don't seem to realize just how serious this is.
Let's try and remain calm, Gregory. In any case, it would be far better if Elizabeth really has left the island, as Louis says.
All right, let's go.
Why do you think she wanted to leave?
To escape my mother. I advised her to, or she felt trapped here. Ah!
She was terrorized by my mother's presence here. Just the thought of coming face to face with her was unbearable.
Did she tell you why?
Yes, she brought
Yes,
this up
come
to me.
on, I'm gonna pass it.
I'm sorry, Louis. It couldn't have been easy to hear.
For your sake, I sincerely hope that she got
Oh, I
there
got it.
safely.
Good.
Monsieur de Richet, I apologize if my words seemed a little
Oh, I got a
abrupt.
trait unlocked. Lawyer. Oh, I gain 1 point in conviction.
I dare not
Alright.
think what would happen if Elizabeth came across your mother on the island. Your generosity may well cost you dearly.
I understand, my lord. I certainly regret it.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Peru.
He's
We are
mad.
leaving.
Alright, so that went well.
Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
She seems to be making every effort to steer clear of your guests.
What do you mean?
For the past few weeks, my mother's been playing cat and mouse, if you will. I don't know why, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question is, who?
And in your opinion, would she be the cat or the mouse?
I'd like to answer the cat, but unfortunately, I'm increasingly worried that she's, in fact, the mouse.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities and yours in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let
Monsieur
me speak to
Bonaparte.
you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However,
Kill
there's
someone.
one thing that surprises me.
Everyone. Is that Buzz?
Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm
think
not
that
sure
is.
that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil.
Claw, what's up,
And having
Claw?
support of a
You
military
never told
man
me
can
how you
often
got
come in handy,
banned. I
Louis.
need to hear about
You'll
this.
see.
How'd you get
Once
banned?
this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
What did you
Such
do?
as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role
So,
to play.
I'm listening.
And I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor
The
of
thing
attending?
is,
If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this
That
way,
Germany
you'll
had
be able to
that
keep your mother
no
informed
one
of
else
what
in
he
the
said.
world had an answer for.
There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
So you're like personally banned from Facebook, or like your page?
If only my mother had trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine.
Personally.
That said,
How long is
it's
it
the
for?
first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I am sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears.
You should make
There's
me and
something
Buzz.
I
What do you
still
mean?
don't get. In your opinion,
Doug, what's
why
up?
would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
30 days.
Maybe she found
What's up,
something out.
Doug,
What do you mean?
I feel you.
My mother
Claw.
has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Claw be like.
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot
Doug
air
want to be
balloon
Claw Course
to
admin
the
or
Treaty
mod
of
with
Jassy,
FN and
or the
Buzz?
adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even
Mrs.
Mr.
Nesbit.
Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Doug gets heaps of 30-day bans pro.
The armistice between the Russians and the Turks. Russia's come out of it having officially won Crimea, which gives it direct
I'll start getting on
access
the
to the Black Sea.
pan of the
And
page
at the
more, I
same time,
guess.
the Mediterranean Sea. I'm worried about the decisions Tsarina Catherine might decide to take. She's a woman who managed to get rid of her husband to accede to the upper reaches of power. Gaining access to the Mediterranean Sea remains her main objective. When she still had that dear Potemkin as her lover, I could always find out about her intentions, but those days are over.
You're speaking of Grigory Alexandrovich Potemkin?
The very man. The little devil behind the mother of all Russians. Since his death, I know absolutely nothing of what the Tsarina is up to.
Oh, really?
Ah, yes. I didn't mean to shock you. Please forgive me. Let's just say that, in my position, it is often advantageous to know about the habits and customs of world leaders.
BRB, I will see you
I'm surprised she
shortly.
didn't get you started on the
Claw.
Crusades. It
Doug,
was her
how's it
favorite
going
subject.
in Australia?
Are you joking?
Fellas,
Sarah
I'm
and I
gonna
spent
be
entire
listening. Gotta do
days
some work
together,
for a
really.
change. I can't type.
It
I'm
so
here in
happens that the
spirit. Well, I
Crusades are also
appreciate
my
it.
subject of predilection, especially the
I'm
third.
wondering where Nicor is.
My ancestor
I sent it
distinguished
to
himself
him.
brilliantly
Normally he's
during the siege of
in, but he might have had to
Saint-Jean-d'Acre.
work late.
Mother lulled my childhood with tales of the Crusades.
I miss Knives
How Richard the Lionheart
commentary.
and Philip Augustus had to battle it out to achieve their ends. And how Guy de Lusignan, having broken his word, launched the siege of Saint-Jean-d'Acre.
Oh, I see Sarah's lessons have inspired new enthusiasts. Good on you, because not everyone can claim they know as much at your age. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
Hang on.
That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation, until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on our trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Okay. So enough of that conversation. Let's get moving here. See what we can't find out.
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
Go to the tower room. So it's this one. And we shall see what we can find.
There are burnt papers in the chimney.
Maybe I could read them?
There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had
Man
an
with the
accomplice here.
sword.
Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Riddles kill me.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured. What is this disc?
I don't know. Observe the disc.
Oh, that reminds me of the ones my mother collects. It's magnetic.
Okay, take it. So I now have a magnetic disc.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus.
Oh, is there like a
Caravaggio.
man with the sword in here? There's got to be on one of these.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Alright, test your faith with the man with the sword. So there's got to be someone with a sword in here. Let me go out on the balcony for... Oh, you can't go out on this balcony. Alright, so let's look for a man with a sword. And that is going to bring me to my... Oh, and of course the door's locked, so I'm going to have to find a way to break it down.
Door appears to be locked on the other side.
Oh, there
I think I heard
goes.
something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
Use the disc.
See if it works.
Boom. Magnets, boy. That's the way to do it.
It's open.
Okay, so the man with the sword. No swords yet.
Amber crystals.
Nice. Got me some amber.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
We'll pick the locks because that's what I want to do. Oh, I got an amber crystal and some golden elixir. And whatnot. Okay. Can I go on the balcony here? Nope. I found a collector coin though. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna have to observe all of these paintings.
St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
Okay. It doesn't really tell me much about a sword.
The New Testament.
Okay, stop
I
reading.
guess I'll just come back later.
Someone's on us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Rini. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Okay.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. It looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Okay. Didn't I do this one?
Painting of Saint Mark from the collection of the apostles by Guido Reni.
Okay. Okay, it's gotta be this first one.
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni.
Oh, he has a
St. Paul
sword.
is shown
There it
holding a
is.
sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust.
There it is.
The painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean? Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He is the 13th apostle.
Okay. So 11, and it's circled twice. It's got to be something with the Bible over here. So let's look for the numbers 11, 11. So like verse 11. Chapter 11, verse 11. It's got to be one of these. And that'll give us a... Okay, I don't see 11:11 anywhere. I think that was apostles. There it is, chapter 11, verse 11.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall?
9:11.
God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait, a note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages
Alright,
here.
I figured it
What does
out.
it say? Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the 2 groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle.
So the youngest
What?
apostle would be
The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
this young fella down here on the ground, most likely. He doesn't have a beard yet.
St. John is the only apostle
young.
painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard. Hey, wait! That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle. Right. This painting is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer.
Isn't it just behind it? Scrutinize the frame.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer?
Just
hidden
look on the
behind
back of it,
apostle?
dummy.
Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add 1 companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Okay, 1 to their left and 3 to their right. Would that mean, let's think about the code.
On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle, that was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
Okay, so I have to go back and look at John and Revelations, and it's going to be one of the verses. St. John, Revelations. It's got to be one of these, I'm assuming.
He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God.
No, wasn't that one.
I and my Father are one.
Was that it? No. Hold on, where was it? No, not Luke. Wait,
I and my Father are one.
I said 1 to the left and 3 to the right, didn't it, or something like that? Alright, let's go back.
And he,
It's gotta be one of
bearing
these,
his cross,
I'm
went
assuming.
forth into a place called the Place of a Skull, which is called in Hebrew, Golgotha.
Okay, it's gotta be the last one, right? Unless I did something wrong.
Now, there is a Jerusalem by the sheep market, a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue, Bethesda, having 5 porches.
Okay, I must have did something wrong. Analyze the book, read. This Bible is famous.
This volume dates from the first edition by Gutenberg. It's the first book that was ever printed. The pages are covered in annotations in Latin, French, and Hebrew. Someone spent years studying this Bible. This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord.
Okay, so what's the clue? Awaiting your reply, you will find it hidden behind the youngest apostle. And then it says 1 to the left and 3 to the right or something. Think about the code. So let's do this
On
again.
the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle, that was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
Alright, let's do the other one here. Think about the
They should
figures.
add a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies?
Okay. So 1 to their left and 3 to their right. Maybe it's a painting. 1 to the left and 3 to the right. Could be this. There's like a few people.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus.
St. Paul, yeah.
The
Is that what we were
Caravaggio.
talking about? No?
This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4. St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings.
I'm getting
contrary
a
to the
little
other apostles.
confused.
How
I will
come?
figure it out.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Okay, it's not this one. That 1 to the left, 3 to the right thing. That's gotta mean something, I would assume. Let's go back and look in this, because it's gotta be something written in here. Oh, a book of Revelation, duh. According to St. John. Or Revelation to John, 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Let's look for 1 to the... I don't see any like 1-1.
Saying with a loud
Ooh.
voice, "Worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive power and riches and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessing." And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, "A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures
Oh,
of
1 and
barley
3.
for a penny.
1 to the left, 3
And
to the
see
right.
thou hurt
Is
not
that it?
the oil and the wine."
Oh, no.
And a voice came out of the throne, saying, "Praise our God, all ye his servants, and ye that fear him, both small and great."
No. Killing me here.
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. Hey,
There it
and a
is.
note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's
That one
probably
right
the
there.
place where she was
No?
expecting to get the location of the next note.
Wasn't this picture right here, someone hearing an angel right here?
There's something else behind this painting.
That
It
was
says
easier than the last one.
half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to use some points here. Think about the town quoted.
It must be the group of pilgrims mentioned from before. I guess maybe the city of Corinth is a reference to the epistle from Corinthians in the Bible.
Okay, so I have to go back to Corinthians in here. Here's Corinthians 2.
Because we look not at the things that are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. How shall not the ministration of the Spirit not be more glorious?
Okay. It might be in Corinthians 1.
Now I pray to God that ye do no evil, not that we should appear approved, but that ye should do that which is honest. For we are as reprobates.
Okay. Which one was that?
For we are unto God the
Okay,
sweet
so
savor
those are
of
the
Christ,
4 in
in
Corinthians
them that are
2.
saved, and in them that perish.
Okay, so it's got to be in Corinthians 1.
For you are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's.
Okay.
Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another.
Come on, I can
Why
get
do ye not
this.
rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah,
There it
look,
is.
Here's a message. It is of paramount importance that no one finds it.
Watch out for
Watch
the
out for
Prussian.
the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them.
So-
Prussian? Volner? I must have a word with him. And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
Okay, so I'll follow the first group to Mark. Which one's Mark?
Painting of St. Mark.
Yep, this is
from the
Mark.
Collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Okay. Inspect the surroundings.
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. It's too cumbersome for me to unhook
So
here.
8 is a
But judging
clue.
by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years.
Okay, so 8 is my clue right now so far.
No, nothing of value here. Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew.
Good thing I know Hebrew.
It says, count in the
Yeah,
dust.
count the dust.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so there's 8 fingerprints. So the number 8. So let's look for a passage with the number 8. Oh, 8. Oh, 8. Chapter 10, verse 8.
And he became very hungry, and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey,
There we
there's
go.
a note here.
Hey, what'd I get? The theologian. Gain 1 point in occultism. Okay.
A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare.
Uh-oh. Watch out for
Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare.
Okay. What's that thing I'm being affected by? Dialogue timer is hidden.
What does she mean by that? I'm guessing it's a metaphor. I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
So there's that. I beat that. I deciphered the message, or I didn't decipher. Yeah, I did decipher the message. So we'll have to figure out what the heck is going on here. Okay. So let's go join the other guests. Maybe I can find out some clues from them, because we all know... Oh, that's the end of that one. Oh, failed. I failed a couple things here. I did not understand my mother's message, and I could have found the conversation between my mother and her partner. Come on, level up. Get to 7. I don't think I'm gonna on this one. Nope. That stinks. I really could have used a couple more skills. But at least I can read some books here. Okay. So let's see what we need. I need something. I really need psychology, but I don't see a lot of it. Diversion manipulation. I could definitely go for the manipulation one. I guess I'm gonna go with this too. I think those are my best choices right now. I bet we'll find something out here.
It's time I went back and joined everyone.
Talent unlocked apprentice. Red find you. Your experience increases by 5%. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see if we can't talk in
You are expected in the small salon, sir.
Okay, so I will go to the smaller salon, sir. Alright.
Emily, I must speak to
What's
you.
the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Send her. Don't send her on my mother's trail.
If Mother's really killed her sister, I'd better find her by myself. They say they spent a lot of time together. They got along well.
Oh, really? Do you think your mother liked Duchess Hillsborough?
Of course she did. After all, she's your sister. Well, we'll find them, Emily. Trust me.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
I guess I'll tell her.
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's
Trait
It's about
unlocked.
your sister.
Honest. Ooh, what do I get there? Gain 1 point in logic. Okay, I'll take it.
I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can.
Give me another
It
trait.
seems that your mother tricked Emma.
Oh wait, I just got it.
She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Does she know? I hear people yelling in the back. Does she know why? Or...
How did you find out?
Sir Gregory told me on my arrival.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see.
Okay,
Come,
calm
Louis. They're waiting
down.
for us.
I hear people yelling. Call me that again.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone
So I
seems to
wonder
be a
what's
little
happening.
unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
And what has Mr. Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet.
I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds.
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined. What?
Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before. How dare they?
Oh, dear.
Oh, as if it...
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let
Oh,
us take a
boy.
step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
If I remember rightly, what Mother told me one night, King
was part
Louis
of
was
the Order.
secretly also part of the Order. I wonder what impact his death will have on us.
Sad news, sir.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richer.
Are you related to Sarah de Richer?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
Okay, so I get to talk to people now. So let's do that. Let me talk to somebody. It's gonna make me choose who I have to talk to. Do I only get like one choice? Character revealed. Manual, good away. Immunity etiquette.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
Glad you
Yes,
asked. I
I
wanna talk to you
can.
too.
Of course.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned.
I only get
don't know
one
why, but
chance on this.
I doubt it's from sympathy alone.
Do I know this dude's vulnerabilities at all? Diversion. That's
See what he
about
wants from me.
it.
Any news of her?
That's
Have
all
you
I
found
know.
her, maybe?
Okay.
To hear you speak, you seem to know my mother well.
Okay, so I got
not
the first
really.
one.
We met for the first time on this very spot some weeks back. We had a very pleasant discussion. She's an exceptionally learned lady with a good head for business.
I can't believe this is my only
There's
chance,
no
though.
need for me to tell you that.
I agree.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
I don't know what to say here. Let's see if I can figure it out. Do. Okay, I'm just gonna look up how to beat this because I don't think I'll be able to do it on my own, and I really want to beat it. Okay. Pretend to know. Prompt him to talk about it.
Absolutely, but I was hoping that you could tell me more about it.
Well, she was planning to sell me a very old book. I will make no secret of the fact that I am passionate about the subject, and when Sarah spoke to me about it, her account literally had me enthralled. I can think of nothing else since. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
As my mother's got so many old books, I'm afraid I won't be able to...
Oh, it's easy. You can't mistake this one.
You can't
It's an
mistake
ancient
this one.
grimoire, composed of 7 parts. Each one is closed under lock and key. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. If you find it, you mustn't tamper with it. You see?
That's unusual. Unfortunately, that doesn't ring a bell. I'll look again, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
Indeed. One of your close friends?
No,
Indeed.
not really, but we were close once. Precisely over the case that concerns us now.
Okay.
Because he claimed to have the book I'm
I
looking
did cheat
for.
on that one, but
Another dishonest person.
because I failed the first
What can you
playthrough.
say? Can't trust anyone these days, huh?
No, you can't.
I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Volner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Volner. You're the one who von Borchardt was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with
Al-Azif.
Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Oh, I should have, I guess I should have stayed around. It's Sir Gregory.
Correct. You ought to know then, he is not a man who likes to be duped. You are walking on thin ice, sir.
Okay, Volna. Nice. I think there's more over here.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Use a key unlock. I shall unlock it.
I've retrieved everything.
Okay. So that's that. Is there anything else I can grab here? I'm sure there is. There's a book.
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Hey, I needed those from the encyclopedia. Did I finish it? Yes, I did. So now I can get those points. That was a good one. Talon-locked bookworm. Collect 10 manuscripts. You can equip 1 extra manuscript. Okay, so now I can equip 3 in the beginning of a chapter. That's really good. I'm gonna talk to our friend Napoleon over here in just a second. Just making sure I got everything. Alright, let's talk to him.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Does expression "go beyond the nightmare" mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
I'm sure that a soldier such as yourself is not interested in vulgar rumors.
Quite right. If only this cursed gossip didn't come to stain the uniform he has the audacity to wear.
Don't you find him worthy?
But how could he be, monsieur? He never sets foot on the battlefield, too occupied with charming the queen. Have you any idea of the number of titles that coward has won in just a few years?
No, not really.
10! And that Don Juan spends the best part of his time under the queen's skirts. The bugger must have some hidden talent, given all of the gifts she gives him.
I understand your point of view. Would you have any more information about the comforts Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
À plus tard. Alright. Anything else I can grab? Can't go there. Have to go the other way. Maybe I'll run into some more interesting conversation out here. There's a servant. Let's see if I can,
What can I do for you, sir?
As I was unable...
Of course, sir.
Okay, let's see if this guy's got any amber.
My good fellow, would you have any amber?
Amber available?
I would, but unfortunately, I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
I'll play a trick on him. It has no value. Oh, it didn't cost me 5 to get a piece of amber. I guess I'll have to use this for the next skill to be free, just to get some amber. I'll play a trick. Come on now, it has no value. Playing a trick is mean.
Look, you aren't going to kick up a fuss
Exploited
about a vulgar piece of
vulnerability,
resin.
erudition.
Don't believe what they say about amber. It does nothing to warm up infants' bodies, let alone prevent toothache. And neither does this fossil oleo resin stimulate fertility. You can believe me.
Thank you for educating me. I didn't know. Here you are, sir.
Hey,
Does sir desire anything else?
Boom, I just got a new effort point. I need some of the... What's that one called?
I still haven't quite recovered
Let's
after that
see.
boat crossing. Would you happen to have any Devil's Thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir, but the Devil's Thorn may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against, sir, taking any.
There we go. I'll take
Don't worry, my good man. I know the effects of Devil's Thorn very well.
exploit
I've been
another
taking it for years
vulnerability.
without any
I think
adverse
the
effects.
servants are
I've
literally
never had
vulnerable
cause to
to
complain.
everything.
You can believe me.
That is well, sir. Here is sir's herb. What else can I do for you, sir?
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow
I don't want to spend 3 points right now. Carmelite
A
water.
little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good.
Oh, the tonics are under lock and...
Okay, I'll return. I don't want to spend 3 for now. Take your leave. Okay. Find out more clues about your mother. Someone to talk to here. Normally there's someone by the fire. Normally people are flocking to the fire. Oh, but we got good old George Washington over here. What's up, Georgie boy?
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You caught me
Georgie
unaware here,
boy.
Louis.
Yugi
Let me
boy.
think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind.
Nothing.
Sorry,
comes
Lily,
to
but
mind.
I am unable to help you.
Mr. President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving. But you'll see. Everything will be fine. Don't worry.
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
Sadly, people are more preoccupied with his ties to the Queen than they are with his talents as a statesman.
And it is indeed regrettable, because he is nonetheless still an important leader. I am not a man who pays attention to gossip, you know.
Are you serious? You seem like a gossiping
Well,
man.
Thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend. Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
Let's go in. Alright. I am going in here, I guess. There's got to be someone here that can help me out. Oh, what's on the... Is it a book?
Discourse on the Method.
I'll take
by
it. Oh,
Descartes.
is this...
This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Anything I can find, I will take. Come on.
Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe.
I will talk to this gentleman in a minute. First, I want to see if I can find anything else to pick up. Gotta be something around here that I need. Oh, I got one of
Lock is
these.
surrounded by a triple circle.
This probably takes 1,000,000 points to unlock, so... Oh, only one. I will go for it. Nice. What is that? 4 bottles of what? Come on. Jelly. All jelly.
All
Yep,
right.
4
I've retrieved
jellies.
everything.
Yeah, I think that was well worth
Seriously.
spending 1 point so I can get 8 back. Is that a book? Oh, it's another lock. Oh, what's this here? I just found a key with an occult earth signal. This one only takes one,
Amber
too.
crystals.
Oh, and I got amber. I'll take that. Why? Oh, I thought I saw something there. I've been in here, have I not?
Atrus, the Miller brothers, expressly forbade me from reading it. Pound.
Okay. I really should go back and talk to the priest back there. Unless there's somebody up here that's got more interesting conversation. I'm just back here. I feel like... Find out more clues about your mother's note. I know that the... the priest was close with my mother, so I should go back and talk to him.
The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples. The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Okay, I will go through this door, but then I need to go back and talk to the cardinal. I have a feeling I'm not going to find anybody up here. I found that though. Is it a book? I'll take a book. Have I been here? Seems like it's...
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
Don't I have a key? Oh, I have the right key, but not the left key. Like a second lock. Maybe I'll find the other key. We'll save it for now. Man, lots of frickin' lock boxes around here, apparently.
A Chinese coin.
I don't think I have been here yet. Can't go outside. Can't go out there either, so this is the end of the road for right now.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Okay. Gay AF. What's up, my good sir? How are you, and how was work? My good sir. You missed some interesting stuff on this game here. Was at work and caught the end of PWF. Sorry I'm late. Oh, I didn't know PWF was on tonight. I don't really watch Pixar Wrestling, if I'm gonna be honest. I also don't really watch the SWWE. I really just watch Caw. But it's good to see you here regardless. We did have Doug here earlier. Work was work. Had fun though. Yeah, I getcha. We had Doug Core here earlier. We had the Claw, who was banned from Facebook for 30 days. So yeah, had some stuff go on in the stream. I think Doug had to go work. That happened in my last stream too. Dang Aussie. He's a Sheila. Is that what they call the girls? Sheila. Alright, so let's go talk to this priest dude. I heard a beep. Hold on. Heard a beep. Oh, it's just this painting. I mean, I'll click it, but it's just reading.
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing.
Okay. Wait, don't tell me he's gone. Okay, he's right there.
Ah, Louis.
Just the man.
Just the man.
How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
Your Eminence, I haven't been following
Buzz
the
was on
case.
PWF2.
I'm
Why
sure that
didn't
the order
he
did
come here
everything
after?
in its power.
Red coat.
Unfortunately,
looking ass.
you know the situation in
So
Paris.
Buzz is in Kai and PWF.
Well, it's
nice.
chaotic at best. Anything can happen in those revolutionary tribunals.
The king is the official representative of God on earth, my son.
Your Eminence, France
Good
has
old
become a
Buzz.
secular state. The king was just another citizen to them. He refused to admit his errors, looked down upon them, and attempted to escape. What did he expect?
France has lost all reason, Louis.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
Well, I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
Okay.
I
so
was
let's
wondering
speak to him.
what to think of that Manuel Godoy.
He is reputed to be a very ambitious character, at every level. But his faith is unwavering. He is a staunch defender of the church. You can believe me.
Tell me about these rumors.
As to his faith,
boy.
I have no doubt. However, his ambition seems to surpass his morality, and I hope that it will not sully the crown.
You can say that again. The blue eyes of the latest Infanta, Maria Isabel, have left everyone wondering.
Rumors always accompany men of power, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But the number of awards and titles granted by the Queen during these past 4 years leaves little doubt.
So, Godoy really is this out-and-out rascal who uses his charm on the Queen. I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
Think of a place and tell me the first thing that comes into your mind when I say the
Ooh,
nightmare.
manipulation is a weakness of his.
Let me think. I'd say Lord Mortimer's favorite painting on the wall behind his desk. You know, that painting caused quite a stir when it was exhibited. It is titled The Nightmare, and it shows a woman lying down with a creature sitting on her.
Red coat looking ass.
A horse. I don't know if it will be of any help, but I can't think of anything else.
You never know. Thank you for that, though, Your Eminence. I gotta go and see it just in case, though. Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
Shan't.
You are welcome, my son.
Hey, can that bell ring already? I bet it will. Nope. I don't know where to go. Go to Mortimer's study. Oh. I thought that we were having like a conference thing. But I guess I'm going to Mortimer's study. I want to check on some of the books I got. I had a lot I found. Ooh, this one gives a point in subterfuges. I could use that. Logic. This is the one I really need. That gives 3 points in one book. Man, I need to level up too. Okay, Mortimer's study. So where is it? It's to my left here. I saw I conquered. Is that what you're gonna say? I butchered a small fishing village without trial. What are we now, Buzz? In PWF, butchering. Can't go in anybody's room. I would love to go in someone's room right now and just check out what's going on. Oh, Emily, hello. Hello there. Oh, I found a key. We will speak.
What do you want, Louis?
Leave her. Leave him,
What do you
or we'll
think of
never
our
make it.
last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
The Queen of Spain likes to indiscreetly say, the King, Godoy, and myself make up the Holy Trinity. The people have appropriately renamed them the Goat, the Ruffian, and the Whore.
I didn't see you being a mudslinger in your idle hours.
Really?
I must say.
So you're gonna have to deal with, like, guests?
Emily, what can you tell me about the coming
Be
conference?
ashamed if the short
Sir
stay
Gregory and Lord
building
Mortimer
happened
organise
to
this kind of
experience
high
an
society
accident.
meeting every so often in
Wait,
order to
what?
consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
I'm confused at what you're
Well,
saying.
by bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to
Are you about
discuss
to
matters
rob
with
everyone
calm
that
clarity.
stays there?
There are
when they're out
precedents
of
of
their rooms?
armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see. You're leaving me?
Unfortunately, I have things to do. Thank you again, madam.
Okay, now can I go find some more clues here? I'd love to sneak in someone's room and steal stuff when they're gone, just like I said to Nigor. Okay, Mortimer's study is up here. Hello there.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
She meant, hello there. Boom. Found some golden elixir. This is another chest.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
3 buildings. My building where the permanent random live. Oh, it's a chest with a word. Bro, help me figure out what word this is. I will never figure it out. I should just Google it. Google what word that is. I'm Googling it. What's this game called? The Council Chest Password.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Let's see. Let's see. I'm Googling it. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. It's Zeus. I cheated. I guess I could have figured that out eventually because he has a huge freaking statue of Zeus downstairs, but I wasn't about to do that. The main house with the landlords and his favorites and the short stay motel. Bro, why don't you just, like, rob everyone that ever stays there? See what I'm saying? Okay. I hear talking. I think he has a parrot over there that's, like, talking, honestly.
the Mortimer family.
The Book of the Mortimer family.
The Book of the Mortimer family.
Well, I can't... Okay, it lets me do that, but I can't analyze it further. This game's all about, like, analyzing everything. Key with an occult water symbol.
Dante's Purgatory.
Dante's
Why
Purgatory.
does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
I'm stuck. Wait, I heard a... Let's say painting.
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. I am back. Okay. Be reading books like...
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
Okay, calm down there. Ooh, more stuff to pick up. Hello, boyos. What is that up front on the other side? That looked like something I could take. Royal jelly full. I'll just do that. Boom. What is that thing?
No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. It's if Mortimer, the nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781.
I guess I can.
This
Something
must be
else
what
in
my
that
mother was
comment
talking
is making
about.
it vanish.
Now just
What do you
need to
mean?
find out what she
It's
meant
making
by
what
go
vanish?
beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think.
I'm about to lift this whole painting
There
up.
must be a mechanism somewhere.
I'm about to ruin this whole man's career. Boom. There she goes.
Aha!
I think
found
I
it.
remember the code to get in here
Oh,
too.
What on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
I think I remember it. I could do the research here, but I'm 99%. What are you saying bruh for? Oh, hey, it's Doug! I thought that was Nye. I was like, what are you saying? What's up? Yo, look at this. I found some berries. Take the red berries. What's up, Doug? It's nice to see you back here.
Might come in handy.
I just found some red berries, though. Small berries found in Lord Mortimer's study. Let me guess, I have to feed this bird. Alright, I'm down to do it. Oh, found a book. Leviathan. Hey, the Leviathan was the ship that you go on in KOTOR. Let me guess, I have to feed this bird, this
Minor
berry.
bird.
Wait, can I actually not say your mom? I'm so confused. General Kenobi. I'm gonna feed the bird. Wait, I'm gonna speak to the bird. Ask him for the code. Oh, Lord.
Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah?
Pretty boy Waldo?
Well, Waldo, is your master good? Tell me the door code.
I'm gonna give him this. Maybe he'll die. Is it poisonous? I hope not. Okay.
Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah? What? Repeat
What
that,
the
Waldo.
heck?
Sarah? What about Sarah? Good God, what's been happening here?
Oh boy. Every time I feed it, I'm out.
Tell me the door code.
Oh, so you have to pick between those three. You only have one berry to give, I guess.
Here I am talking to a bird. Shame on me.
Sarah? Can I take more berries? Even though there's a whole bowl of them, apparently I can only take one. Alright. Alright. So I know the code, I think, from last playthrough, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. It's like an 1191. Boom. Harry found Waldo.
Open sesame.
Analyzed. Ha! Got you. Basically, the way to figure out that code, you have to read the books like that are around on the bookshelves, and it references the year like something, but then there's a different calendar you have to refer to change the year back 300 years, because it first shows like 1491. I'm confused. Okay, one more try. What are you trying to do?
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Mortimer.
I'm straight breaking into this dude's place. I regret to inform you it'll be impossible to ignore pressure from the Russians. Hello there. It's a map of Asia.
Fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
Okay. Your plans to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead as set down. I am to occupy the Prussian army. We deliver cannons to ensure our victory, yada yada. So we can find out that Mortimer is literally just doing a bunch of stuff here. Messing with armies. It didn't work. Send a comment that YouTube wasn't like. What comment is that? You can't swear on YouTube anymore and comment whatever you want. What? We're going to ask you to persuade President Washington not to sign the Fugitive Slave Act as it stands. We must absolutely legislate on a national level and not allow every state to choose their policy regarding slaves. It's initially intended to resolve conflict between Virginia. John Adams. P.S. Say hello to my daughter Elizabeth for me. Oh boy. My lord, I hope this reaches you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated. I'm imprisoned in a fortress. If by chance you could intervene in my favor, I would be eternally grateful in your debt. The Tsarina Catherine should not be long in banning all Golden Order lodges from her territory. Nikolai Novikov. YouTube's live chat censors a lot. I can't speak my native tongue with words like see you next Tuesday. I can say everything in the comment just fine, but the comment as a whole just keeps vanishing. Interesting. This is another map of Africa.
It shows the forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns.
It's a bloody outrage, it is.
Moreover, it shows a fair number of sea voyages being organized towards the American continent. No doubt with slaves. How many men are broken in this trade?
tens of thousands each year, according to what people say. Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore.
Shepherd. You gain 1 point in oh, that's not Shepherd. Shepherd. You gain 1 point in manipulation. You read the book about weaknesses of human psychology. Nice.
He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in.
The gift has been delivered. Timur Shah Durrani, king of Afghanistan, of Punjab, of Sindh, of Musa, blah blah. Okay. Some negotiations going on. The negotiations were short.
This shows the forces present in America.
Yo, this
Some of
frickin'
those
Lord
forces are pushing
Mortimer
toward the
is
west.
looking all
On it,
over.
Mortimer's placed little feather symbols at different points, toward which the
Who
Spanish are
smokes the
headed.
blunts? Who
Could he be
smokes
fueling
the
Indian
blunts?
resistance to slow down Spain?
My dear friend, with thanks to your services rendered in the help in the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of Oran, ship of Marseille and France has been chartered. Blah blah blah, be careful. Mohammed. This dude is dealing with people. My friend has desired I've been able to gather together all these people. List my colleagues. I don't know any of these names. Let us see if you have the courage to face me alone.
This is my mother's writing.
Oh boy. Does it matter
What
if
is
the
she up
chat
to?
is set to top or live?
Obviously, she wants
I
to
always
lure
put it to
Mortimer somewhere, but
live, otherwise
where?
sometimes it doesn't show them all. If you go on top chat, sometimes it doesn't show
The clue she's
everything.
left for Mortimer is his stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
Okay, so I done stole a sword. Whatever, Olympic communist monitoring this chat in some fourth world country for pennies is a fucking cuck. Well, that one went through. At least it's there for now. My dearest Lord Mortimer, as a friend of China, rest assured you'll be rewarded. Scheming against Great Britain, blah blah. The King Long of the Jing Dynasty. Fucking, I can literally say anything except that comment. What the fuck? What comment are you trying to say? Say it with like spaces. Fucking cow beating Indian. Jeez. Your loving brother, G. William, whatever your projects, it would seem that our father is leaving. Russia will soon commit to a coalition on dance. France, don't think you can resist for long. I beseech you, William, not to persist. Your loving brother, G. Oh, so he's got a brother. Hello there, brother. It's another map. Who would have thought? Just PMing it
It's
to you,
clear
but the
that
joke
France is
is
surrounded
missed
by her
now.
enemies. However,
Send
a
it.
large number has been underlined in bold.
Send it!
26 million. I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's
F.
population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants. It looks like a campaign is being prepared in France in favor of Italy. Could Mortimer have decided to finance a war?
You said the whole point of this game is analyzing everything, and I said... My dear friend, thank you for your words. And I do understand your situation. George, King of Hanover. I analyzed your mom, cunt. Haha, got him. Nice. Oh nah, actually legit, my great-great-great-great-grandfather ended the Jing or some shit dynasty. How did he do that?
Three rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for.
I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. Preservation using formaldehyde.
What did I
Just
just
as
take?
disgusting as ever.
I took another book or something. Yep.
Something strange about this table.
Examine the equipment.
The little surgeon's perfect collection. What kind of experiments does Mortimer carry out here?
Some messed
It's
up
a
ones.
dissection table. So Mortimer does autopsies here on his desert island. But who's he doing autopsies on then?
Oh boy. Discovered immunity science, Lord Mortimer.
Preservation using formaldehyde.
Talent unlocked initiated. You gain 1 point in occultism. Uncover all of Lord Mortimer's immunities and vulnerabilities. So let's take a look and see. Lord Mortimer. He's he's immune to those 3 things, and he's not vulnerable to anything. So yay.
Just as disgusting as ever.
Oh, wow.
Looks like obsidian or onyx.
What is this?
Must weigh a ton.
Examine the inscriptions.
Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are 2 inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath.
Lift it, dude.
Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cube
Oh
fascinating.
shit, I just triggered the sensor tilling my story. What happened? What I missed? Yeah, then I missed everything you said.
They're feathers. Pigeon, probably.
Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I have changed your old lock for one of my inventions, drawing inspiration from Dr. Friend Mr. Guillotine. Here's the model of your new lock. Blah blah blah, Gustave Montrant, master architect.
A skeleton. By the name of Gustav. If the plaque on the
Is that
plinth
this
is anything to
dude?
go by,
Gustav,
Mortimer's
the
given
one
a
who
name to
wrote
his
this?
anatomy skeleton. That's morbid.
That's weird. That
Oh.
his name
Your right
is
hand is missing.
His name is Gustav, and there's a letter next to Gustav right next to him. So, okay. Yes, tilling. What's tilling? I'm assuming you mean telling, unless that's a Australian thing. Dear friend, who is the most admirable of all the Olympians, none other than the king of the gods, of course. Unlike his father Kronos, he learned to make equal use of strength and wisdom. Instead of fearing power of his children brother, he accepted to share the world with them. Oh, I can't read his equations. I'm not that smart.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Man, this guy got crazy amount of stuff.
Overlight water will give me a little reprieve.
Gotta say it like a young Aussie kid. Yes, tilling. I don't know how to say Australian. I'm not good at accents of any kind. Dear Lord Mortimer, be assured of my tired devotions. As agreed, the Vendi peasantry will soon rise up. The people overwhelmingly reject the priest and swear loyalty to the state. If you can assure the convention will administer the final blow to the people, the issue would be resolved. Yeah, this dude's up to some crazy stuff. Key with an occult fire symbol.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Didn't I just find that key? Oh, I need to find the right key too. One time I was fucking a girl, but we had Zombieland on the background, and I was like, oh look, it's the Bill Murray scene, hold on, watch this. And she did, and that's a fucking connection. Unlock the second lock. Hey man, I wasn't a big fan of Zombieland, if I'm being real. But that's just me. My dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. Coinage Act has been voted. Thomas Jefferson. Dude got everybody in his pocket.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science.
Nah, what's a
Even
van
at the
blah
chest
blah
with the motif
microscope?
representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Lock the second lock. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Ah, Bill fucking Murray. You spoke tilling like a Kiwi, you bloody bush tacky. What's a Kiwi? I know it's a fruit, but other than that. Tilling. I don't know how to say accents. Oi, Dylan, are you telling me? I can't do anything. This is just embarrassing. Dear Lord Mortimer, the tiger is dying. On your demand, I have attacked Travancore. Hey, Travancore confirmed. And personally cut the throats of many Englishmen as possible. I cannot hold them off. Tipu Sahib, Sultan of Myosar.
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. Look, a pack of tarot cards.
You guys were connected before.
Cards? Mortimer?
Bill Murray.
That would surprise
What
me.
microscope? I'll look in a minute. Not in spirit. Read the draw.
It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, temperance. That announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right,
Far
the
out,
Emperor
this
evokes a future
Gala
full of
doesn't
power
even
and
know what a
stability.
bloody kiwi is. It's a fruit, but I don't know what the slang version of a kiwi is. This microscope, let's see what this is.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope?
A Van
Mortimer
Leeuwenhoek
really is at the cutting
microscope.
edge of science.
What does
Even
that
at
mean?
the order, it took us ages to get one of those.
Alright, so
Must
I
be for
literally
writing the
looked at
home
everything in
pigeon
here.
messages. Golden elixir.
So yeah. Now I gotta get back out. Wait,
It's locked.
I can't go in this way, I guess, whatever room that leads to. Devil's Thorn. Okay. It's a bird, you American dip. A kiwi's a fruit. A kiwi's also a bird? I didn't know that. Sorry.
Oh shit. How am I gonna get out of here now?
The opposite of 1191?
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Let's think about the lock.
It looks too easy. It could be a trap.
Oh wow, thanks.
It looks like the same as the one on the other side.
I forget how to get out. Kiwi is an inhabitant of a New Zealand main islands who enjoys saying things like weird cunts and go around driving McLarens. Sounds fun to me. I'd love a McLaren. So, being that this would be the exact opposite, it doesn't mean opposite as in moving it. It means like opposite as in number-wise. So what's the opposite of 1? Right? The opposite of 1 would be 9. Like on the spectrum here. Like the first lowest, because the first 1 is the lowest besides 0, and then 9 is the highest besides 0. So if these were both, and then they look upside down, but that's actually a 9 because you can see it's after the 8. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Then this would also be a 9. So that leaves us to figure out the other one, which would be, what's the opposite of 6? That would be 4, right? Hold on. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, that's 4 into it. So it should be 9, 9, 6, 9. Is that correct? Do you guys get my logic there? Is that what you think it is? Oh, I put 5, 9. That's supposed to say 9 and 6, 9. I hit 5.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Oh yeah, don't pull it because I accidentally hit 5. This needs to be a 6. There, so 9, 9, 6, 9. Does that logic make sense? The opposite? We're about to find out.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Okay, so lower the lever. Kronk, pull the lever. Nope.
Whoa, whoa. If the grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date, I'd better not mess up again.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, wait, no, it's the opposite, meaning... Okay, so these ones are flipped. This one should be... Hold on a second. I still hear that bird out there. So it should be opposite. So this one would be the ones. So... Okay, so these ones would be... Okay, because on the other side, these two would be the ones, because we're looking at it backwards. So there's the 9, 9, and then the 9. This is the only one that needs to change. But, actually, on the other side of it, so it's the 9... 4, would it be a 4 or a 6? It's either a 4 or a 6, I think. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna try that.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Stop saying that exact line. Pull the lever! Trait unlocked. Claustrophobic. Subterfuge costs 1 more effort point. Well, that sucks.
Wheels are stuck. Shit! I'm cornered like a rat.
It's at least 3. I just screwed up, didn't I? Did I die? No way, is Lord Mortimer gonna find me in here or something?
Someone's coming. Please don't let it be Mortimer.
It looked like Peru, that big guy.
Who is it?
Deliberately avoiding me. 4 years ago, I was his favorite. But nowadays, I have to ask for an audience with his lordship.
Damn it! It's Peru.
Yep.
Monsieur Peru! It's Mr. Deriche. I'm sort of trapped behind this painting.
What are you playing
Help
at,
me out up here,
goddammit?
please!
Help me.
How can I
can
open
tell
it?
you what it's not.
There's a
lol.
pedal under Lord Mortimer's desk. Can you see it?
There's no... Hang on. Yes.
Good. Now press it.
Please.
Yeah. Done.
You should see something resembling a frame with numbers. Yes? You have to turn them to set the combination.
It was 1191. I'm almost... Now I've got me all screwed up. Yes, it was. I know it was.
1191.
I could tell you what it's not. Oh, that's the same comment I just read. Alright, I'm free again. Why are you going back in? Go out.
Well. Poking our nose into Mortimer's little secrets, are we? You do surprise me.
It's not what you're thinking. I'll explain everything.
No, you will not, sir. It has nothing to do with me, and by the way, I never even saw you. So, I'll be on my way now.
Thanks
Okay,
again.
that works. Why such indulgence? I owe him one.
I'm indebted to you. I won't forget this.
Yeah. Goodbye.
You don't care. Alright, so we got out.
I've wasted enough time. I better get moving.
So that's like my first negative thing I got though. So everything else adds like a point in something. This one though is pretty... That one sucks. It says subterfuges cost 1 more effort point. So that sucks because that's every single lock and stuff. That's kind of crappy. Kill him. No, I don't think I can do that. Oh, that's it. So I know what when I failed to get out of the freaking room. Everything else is good. I had a strange conversation with Jacques Peru. Come on, level up twice. Let's go. I found a lot of stuff. Nice. just barely made it. That works out. I have 8 points to use. We got to figure out what's the best to use. I definitely got to get this to level 2. I really should get the subterfuges up, but I don't want to spend 5 points on that. When I could level up like 2 things for that. Let's do psychology because it only needs 1. Let's also look at what books I have. Oh wait, so like politics, did I do that? No, I didn't yet. So I can do 1 more book now for politics and have it leveled up. And what does this give? Irradiation, linguistics. Which one's linguistics? Oh, here. So I still have a ways to go. But if I read the book and used 3 points, I could go that up 1. Wait, politics. Do I have a politics book? Yes, so I'm doing politics with a book. So I don't even get how that managed to slice a perfectly perpendicular with your nose on an offhand defensive slash. I don't know, man. So now I can get politics up. Manipulation's a really good one. Cultism's not that important, I feel like. Subterfuges. Manipulation's good to have up there. So I'm gonna do that. That's a good mix. I still don't have agility at all, though. Man. I guess it's good for now. And for my books, I can equip 3. So this. Then we said politics. And then what else do I need? Questioning. None of them is going to give me a level up besides the politics one that I just equipped anyway. I could get logic or questioning. I guess we should do subterfuges because we are not close to getting that. Alright. Boom. Later in the game, someone's going to lob off your arm with a rusty wood-cutting axe, and it's going to look like a seasoned surgeon amputated it. How, like, why, where do you even come up with that?
There's no doubt about
What
it.
makes you think of that?
Right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
Oi, yeah, nah, back to my story about Mireles. He's part of the colonial forces from Australia, mate, that kicked the shit out of Oriental people and forced Christianity on them.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them.
Look for your mother or spy on Piaggi and Volner. I'm gonna look for my mother.
Well,
Pity, but I've got no time to lose.
So where am I going? That's the real question.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Do I get to like sneak in someone's room? Then went back to sort him out during Boxer Rebellion. Monsieur Johann van Vulner. Maybe I should have spied on him. Doesn't look like I can go into anyone's room. I must just have to go downstairs. Dang it, I was hoping to get a peek in. One of them. Alright, let's just hop downstairs. Hey, coin.
A Chinese coin. Recognize?
Speaking of Oriental, then my great-grandfather retook the Holy Lands. I like where this is going. This is intriguing.
By the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cache.
I want to hear more of this story. Doug. Also, drop a like on this video if y'all can, because I don't think I get any likes on it, and I would like one. Turkey, how did the emus win the war? Boys, drop some likes on the video. Hey, it's my boy Georgie.
Is everything all right, my young friend?
Ask him about the sword. You better know.
Mr. President, you might be able to help me. I'd like to know where that sword comes from. Any idea?
It reminds me of the statues in the garden. I can't guarantee it, but you ought to go and see. You never know, do you?
Thank you, Mr. President.
You're quite welcome. See you soon.
Okay, so in the garden. So let's go out to the garden.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
I still gotta find a key for that.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is
Jesus
consequently
Christ.
inaccessible to
What's up?
guests.
What are you yelling at? I'm confused. What happened? Did you rob somebody in another room and you got caught? Never sleeping after... I'm never sleeping after possessed wax figure Washington talked about gardens with wide eyes.
The sword probably came from this garden, but
That's funny.
what could it have been used for? Golden elixir. Golden elixir.
Nice. Hey, it's my boy. What's up, fam?
You again? God damn it, are you following me?
Wouldn't dream of it, sir.
What
I love
brings
you.
you here?
Can I offend Doug? And yourself.
To tell the truth, I was wondering the same thing about you.
Ooh, it's
Rare
voted
for guests to
vulnerability.
wander about in the garden.
Hold on. My great-grandfather ended Boer uprising and was part of the war that gave us concentration camps and guerrilla warfare. It was real cunt of a war. British rule of South Africa wasn't good. I love you. Kill him again.
I wanted to be alone for 5 minutes.
I like this
You
dumb
look
guy.
worried.
Worried? Nah, resolved would be a more exact term.
Resolved to do what?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing ya.
Be seeing ya.
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Nice. Wait, interrogator. I want to see what it is. Interrogator. You gain 1 point in psychology.
City killed a
I'll
cat,
take it.
Monsieur de Richet. I admit, I may have judged you wrongly. Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing.
That guy does not sound French
if
at
I didn't
all.
already know the consequences. See you later.
What scares you so much?
Don't mess with him, monsieur. If he offers his help, refuse it. Keep your freedom and get far away from here while you still can.
Okay. So he doesn't trust Mortimer.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth.
Oh boy.
Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart.
You guys gotta help me out here.
I guide the sword that would kill the monster. Let's
So
see.
the sword does not go through her.
A crack as long as my finger.
Doesn't sound French. What do you want him to do? Gurgle his way through different intonations of the word croissant? I need to remember. I don't know. I failed this the first time I did it. I don't remember which person the sword goes in. There's a lot of statues. I just know it's not this one. But you do have to follow, like, she has, like, that string that you can follow, and it gets you through the maze. But right now I'm just looking for stuff, too. So, nice. I'm almost up to full inventory of everything now, so that's pretty good. Hey, what room does this lead into? Doesn't sound French. Oh, that's what it leads to. Nice, I found a book. Memoir. Linguistics. Okay, I'll take it. Don't mention the Emu War. I don't even know what that is or what it means, so I guess I'm not up to date on history. Okay, I already made it through the maze to the end, I think. Nice, now I literally have 5 of everything. I have a full freaking inventory. Is it this girl? No, there's no crack.
Icarus.
Oh, that's not a girl, it's Icarus. I know the story of Icarus, of course. Flew too close to the sun.
Son of Daedalus and Nocrate.
Well, you'll never know.
Impossible
We
to
aren't
mistake him
mentioning
with those
it.
wings.
Need it sometime.
After flying too close to the sun, he came unstuck and he fell to his death.
I thought emu was like a animal.
Well, let's keep going.
Like a big bird. You see him at the zoo. Emus. Wait, I heard
A cache.
a cache. Okay, let's see. Could it be this young gentleman? I don't think it is. I think I put in this guy last time, but it was wrong.
Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur.
Translate, remember the legend, notice the crack.
Looks like a crack has been made on his torso.
Maybe it was him. See a
It's
minute.
as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters.
Okay, I'm not gonna put the sword in this one yet.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Mother. Mother, tell me, can you tell me? Maybe it's
Minos.
this dude.
Son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue.
So there's a crack in 3 of them. I know it's not the girl up front. Okay, I can translate. Oh, and remember this myth with no
His
points.
gesture sealed his fate.
His gesture seals
In
fate.
mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he
We're
deceived
slacking on
Poseidon.
Surtur. Yes,
As
we
punishment,
are.
his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion
Oh, that
was
one's
born,
got
sadly
swords
known
in it
to us
already.
as the Minotaur.
It's probably that one.
The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who
Yeah,
had
we
a
need to play
sorry fate.
Surtur.
And to think that Minos ended up as a judge of the underworld. Decidedly, the high and mighty always manage to get away with it.
Okay, so let's move away. Where's that other statue, that girl with the swords in her? Let's find her. Ah.
Daedalus.
Could be Daedalus.
He's the architect of
There's
the
too
labyrinth.
many
And
statues.
if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus.
I don't think it would be him with a sword in him. This is too tough. So let's see, where are the other ones? We didn't go talk to this one over here. Oh my gosh. So we didn't go in here and talk to this one yet. But I don't think it's this one because it's right at the end. Because that is where we need to go.
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden.
Kiosk?
It's too cramped to be able to do much.
That's a terrible word.
Well, there must be something going on there.
Okay. Yeah.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe.
Gotta figure out which one it
Minos and
is.
became the queen of Crete.
What are we saying down here? Buzz is in HK's stream apparently. HK is streaming? I didn't know that. Wait, Buzz is watching HK and not me? Treason!
Alright, well, let's continue anyways.
Traitor! Alright, let's go back. Wrong way. I didn't know Buzz was streaming. I would not have streamed if I knew Buzz was streaming.
Minos. The crack is in the region of the heart.
Oh boy. I'm just taking a guess here. Oh, he's just gonna say the same thing he said last time. Oh, read the message. On the plaque.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks
All-time worst
all
betrayal since
possibilities.
Stormtrooper freed an armed prisoner.
What is that?
Yeah, you mean when
It's like a sort
FN,
of opening mechanism.
whatever Finn's designation was. Press it. Do it. Am I gonna... Did I get it? Oh, who dat boy? Top betrayals of all time. Oh, I see blood. Y'all see blood?
Ah!
What the heck? Wait, analytical. I want to see what that is first. You get 1 point in logic. Boy, what you doing? It's that I
Again?
have another vision. I can't believe Buzz is in HK stream. I also didn't know HK was streaming, like I said. Otherwise, I wouldn't have streamed. Which
You
means
can't be serious,
I should
Manuel.
get
you
off.
You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything.
Agreed?
Even to...
I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win
I'm
back
commenting
my
on
freedom?
HK stream.
Obey me. Now
Top 10
get out.
betrayals of all time. Buzz watches HK's stream and not his father's. Also, I didn't know you were streaming, HK. I'm about to end mine and watch yours.
What is that? That's the third time in 3 days.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna hop off the stream here, so I can give HK some love. Yeah, man.
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
Hold up. I always try avoiding stream overlaps, and I find it's like HK and Sully stream night. I don't follow what other people are gonna stream. I'm sorry. Should just stream streams. Alright. Oh, Amber.
A fragment of amber.
Boy. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it right here then. This is a good stopping point. We just got into this crypt, so I'm gonna leave it here. Go show some love to HK. And, yeah, I guess I will see y'all on the next stream. Wait, let me just pick this up first. Whatever this is.
Bandages? Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes.
I'm not wasting points to notice something about bandages. Alright, but that will be it for me. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Go give some love to HK. And I will see y'all on the next one.